Have you ever walked through a storm so fierce it knocked the faith right out of you? For me, that storm came on September 28th, 2024, the day I lost my only son, Logan. One moment, my world was steady. The next, it was shattered into pieces I didn't know how to gather. And I'll be honest, my faith, the thing I thought would hold me together, it felt like it was slipping right through my fingers. When you lose a child, it's not just your heart that breaks. It's your entire foundation. The first days and even the first months were a blur of numbness and disbelief. I remembered thinking, how could God let this happen? Where was He when my son needed Him the most? In my heart, I knew He was with Logan. The questions came, though, fast and hard. Did my prayers mean anything? Was I wrong about God's goodness? How do I keep believing when my heart is this broken? And in those early moments, I felt adrift, like a ship without an anchor, tossed in a storm I couldn't see through. Doubt can feel like betrayal when you've built your life on faith. But I've learned that doubt isn't weakness. It's part of the journey. I wrestled with God. I read scriptures and felt nothing. I prayed hard and silent. But I also started talking to people who had walked through their own losses. I sought perspectives outside of my comfort zone. And little by little, I realized God wasn't afraid of my questions. Then came the small moments, the ones that caught me off guard. A feather on my path when I was thinking of Logan. A verse in Isaiah that showed up in my inbox twice in one day. A song I'd never heard before that spoke directly to my heart. Each of these was like a whisper. I'm still here, Mama. You're not walking this alone. Faith for me stopped being about having all the answers. It became about trusting in God, the one who holds the answers, even when I can't see them myself. I learned to lean into vulnerability. I started journaling prayers instead of speaking them, because sometimes writing felt easier than talking. I joined a grief group, and I gave myself permission to believe that God could still work miracles, even if the one I prayed for didn't happen to live. Faith isn't static, it's alive. And my faith now holds room for grief, for questions, for tears. But it also holds hope, a hope rooted in knowing that Logan's story didn't end here. He's with Jesus, and I will see him again in heaven. Every time I speak his name, share his story, or comfort someone else in grief, his light shines brighter than ever. And my faith, though rebuilt, is stronger because I've been tested. If you're in a season where your faith feels fragile, I want you to know God can handle your doubt. He's not going anywhere. And if you've walked through loss, I'd love for you to share how you've seen God show up for you, even in the smallest ways. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalms 34:18. I'm Angela Frazier, walking through this valley with sacred footprints beside me. The one I lost still walks with me, and the God who held me in the fire still holds me now. And if you're in those first raw days of grief, know this: you're not alone. Heaven sees you, and love is still speaking louder than ever. Get your free devotional journal, Beauty in the Valley, inspired by Logan's journey, at the link below. With love always, Angela and Logan. Bye.